Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2. We're picking up literally like seconds after the end of the last episode. We're just going to go ahead and skip this song. I hope everybody's okay with that. I don't really want to sit and listen to a whole song. We got plot momentum. I need the forward.
Where did you go? All of a sudden, the radio stopped working, and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey.
This is going to be weird
He'll
for
escort
him.
you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
Optional. Investigate the flooded area.
How? Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be. I got out.
You know, in some ways, this place is even darker.
Same name as me. Great. Moving on. It's a bit of a hike to the car, Wake. Just get your bearings, then we'll head out.
I need another minute. Cauldron Lake. I thought I'd never see this place again.
Take your time, but you should know these woods aren't the safest.
Yeah. It's getting dark. You have a flashlight? It's not safe without a light.
I have a light and a gun. You can relax, Wake.
And pages. If you see pages of writing anywhere, you must take them and keep them safe. Our lives could depend on it. They have vital information.
We know about the pages, Wake. We'll keep an eye out for them.
Okay. Okay, just give me a moment. It's okay.
Take your time.
Well, this is pretty wild, huh? This is like a lot of...
Look around.
I am looking around.
With the flooding gone, could be further clues out there. The flooding disappeared very suddenly. I wonder if there's any connection to the overlap. To Nightingale.
So that's the island that the cabin would be on, right? If it existed right now, which it often doesn't. Looks like this is the hard edge of this area. It doesn't actually seem like there's anything around here. Can't scale that. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like broken trees and wet. Okay, what about on this side? Hey, look, it's that deer from the intro. Which probably means we're approximately in the position where Nightingale got out of the water. That could mean that there'd be something interesting around here, but it seems like maybe not so much. But he would have run right up here. And then, yeah, that's where the hikers saw him from, or the people breaking in for the novel. Did he leave any, like, interesting evidence behind? I mean, we didn't have anything on us, right? When we were being him doing that. Just, like, trekking around naked and evil. Hello?
A creepy twig sculpture?
Okay, I mean, it's something. This is
locked
also
box.
something.
Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Notes and ammo.
The hell kind of
Looks
lock?
like they're tools of the trade.
What the hell kind of lock flashes its unlock sequence at you when you get close to it? What is that? Looks like a fire extinguisher. Okay, let me pick everything up. We'll look at it in a second. Oh, that was bag space. Hell yeah. What an upgrade.
The cult doesn't see their victims as people.
Remember, they look like us, but they aren't. They're like animals, and it's our job to hunt them and gut them. Well, I mean, I think it's difficult to argue that they're not like us. Although I guess they are pretty similar to that one member of the cult that we saw that was fully taken. All right, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, so... what kind of cult? I guess cult psychology. This goes to cult psychology, right? Dehumanizing their victims. They are the predators, and their victims are just prey. I mean, or they, predator I think is strong. Maybe, or not strong, just like not quite right. It's to the side of the... they're more like exterminators, right? Definitely. I mean, this is not really cult symbol. It's the same cult symbol over and over again. And I still don't really... I mean, it's a result of the ritual. I guess that makes sense. Nightingale, only victim to become a monster? Question mark. Maybe not.
These stashes could contain clues about the cult. Better keep an eye out for more.
First of all, we know that they buy some bullshit padlocks. Okay. Did the radio pick up that whole... okay, yes. That song is there. Should we want to visit it later? The TV keeps... so want me to put this on? We're not going to watch the whole thing, obviously, but I'm hoping that will make it stop showing up as new. Because, really, it should only be telling us stuff is new if it's, if that's correct. All right, so what the hell was that we picked up? A propane tank. Throwable gas canister that detonates when shot. Okay. Hand flares, shotgun ammo. Cool. I love a good video game shotgun. All right, so Nightingale would have gone right up here. Then right as we pass that tree, that's where you get that big fallen tree. That's where you get jump scared by the deer. Over and over again, even though you know it's coming because you're a big baby. Not speaking to anyone in particular here, obviously. Certainly not myself. Hello? What have we here? Love a good manuscript page. Nightingale in the dark place.
He'd been on the trail of the writer forever. The writer he despised. Hemingway, Bukowski, Wake. I'll get you. I'll find you. I'll make you pay. You're in over your head. He descended into the tunnels, from the Dark City, into the ocean of darkness. Next stop, Caldera Street Station. Something, a presence, rumbled. Not a train. Shadows shifted on the platform. The writer's cult waited for him there. The cult of the word. Occultists lean close. I carry his words close to my chest now. You're not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise. He'd be caught, murdered. They got him. They didn't get him. He was reborn out of hate. He was there, but he was risen. Sent to find the light switch up from the lake that was not the lake.
It's always a pleasure, Alan. Okay. Why would you need to do this? Are you playing the video game with a controller? Are you playing the game that is about looking at things and aiming a gun with a controller like a crazy person? Yo, that is a big, angry-looking dog. Ow, damn it. The thing is, I was ready for it, and I still didn't dodge. And this is just a fucking wolf. Okay, safe havens to hide from enemies and receive healing in combat. Okay, but like... Are we of the opinion that this dog is all darknessed up? I guess, I mean, he doesn't look normal. Yeah, no, he's got the glow on him. The thing is, I have actually 0 bullets. I'm on nothing here. Alright, I was curious if I could just scare it off by damaging its darkness. Seems like maybe not so much. I dodged in like the wrongest direction there. That's on me. Alright, what if I ran away? Actually, this is not a place where I can do that. This is the wrong. I dodged incorrectly again. That time I wasn't looking at the enemy, which makes it a lot easier to do that wrong. I need a gun. Keep an eye out for nursery rhymes when exploring the world. Solving these rhymes will reward you with charms. Okay, that's like game systems that we've not been introduced to yet. One thing that really bugs me about AAA games, especially these like this genre of game, which has become like the genre, right? The like third person character narrative heavy thing, is how they love to have 700 systems that they introduce you to so slowly and with such a gap between them that you're still getting gameplay introductions like 7 hours into the game. As a plea from all gamers, I would ask you politely to stop doing that shit. Just like, give me the toys. Let me play with them. Hey there, buddy. Alright, then make it into the safe haven. Find that there are no bullets here. Heal up. I can't even use the ridiculous propane tank against it because I got no bullets. I'm assuming this is the intent, right? That you are supposed to... That Nightingale can only go down to your final bullet. And so you end up in this situation with this very tense deal with this dog. With this dog of the night. Okay. So theoretically, to my left... Okay, I think I misunderstood. Is this all area that was under the flood before? I think I maybe could have explored that area more thoroughly before coming here. Well, out of curiosity, okay, so if we turn right, we are now looking down this road, more or less. This dog can clearly tell I am still here. They don't see you in the dark, my ass. I'm kind of curious if I just run down here. Okay. That's potentially very helpful. Pretty important we don't waste the bullets. I do not have a lot of them. Damn it. Oof. I need to dodge sideways when it does that, not forward or backward. Well, shit. Okay. And that doesn't work. Streamside stash key. Interesting. Okay, nowhere else to go here. Ow. Alright, here's a question. Can I make it back to the safe haven? Yeah, no thank you. That's what I'm doing. Oh, alright. It'll give me a little bit of a boost. It's interesting, the wildlife thing. Definitely feels different from the first game. Alright, let's do this. We'll take these painkillers as well. Yep, that's cool. Just the whole pill, the whole bottle directly into your mouth. Responsible. Way to model usage for the kids there. I mean, should I be running back toward the car? I want to go this way. I want to see all the stuff. And there's probably more supplies ahead. So I went this way. I need to just down the road, stick to the right. Flash the dog when the dog dares to show its face. You know what I mean. That's not... Ah, jeez. All right. It didn't make the noise that time. I was unprepared. Keep running till you see more stashes. Hello. Please let this be something useful. Today's catch, a yellow perch and a mid-sized pike. Almost caught a lake trout, but it gave me the slip. Saw an out-of-towner walking around in the woods just before sunrise. Had binoculars or a telescope or something. Those two things do not look similar when carried or used. Taking notes. Didn't notice me. Good. I don't need the attention. Today's catch, just an old rubber boot. Some of the regular creepies roaming around again. Avoided them as usual. No one notices a quiet old fisherman. Not even the fish. Weird. So wait, where am I on the map now? Oh no, this is all the way over there. Okay, so I need to turn around. Dog left us alone while we were reading the note. Really appreciate that. Actually, it seems like maybe I'm just out of the dog's hunting range now. Or maybe it's waiting for me to get back across to the woods here.
There's something written here.
Hello, this is...
A poem? Or a riddle?
I cannot...
Reminds me of the nursery rhymes I read to Logan when she was little.
I mean, that is literally incomprehensible. What am I supposed to make of that? 1 bird for light, 2 for darkness, 3 birds for a fight, 4 for a struggle, 5 birds for injury, 6 for misery, 7 for the ending, wherever it may be. Huh. Okay, I do not have a thing to use here. All right, hold on. Let me look around a little bit more. There's a lot of...
A little clothespin doll. Perfect weird souvenir for Logan.
Yeah, weird is right. Okay, what was going on here? What what on earth are they doing? So this is our first nursery rhyme, right? Which we were just clued into by the loading screen. I don't exactly know what to do with it. Put the clothespin doll in the house.
Keep trying.
Actually, is it? It's a bird. It is a bird. So 1 bird for light, It was not clear to me that it was a crow until I like clicked.
Something feels different. I should look around.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
A charm. Cute. It'll go great on the bracelet Logan made for me.
Equip them by placing them in the charm slots in the inventory. Let me...
That was strange.
That was
Gotta keep an eye out
strange.
for more of these rhymes.
Okay, so we have room for 3 of these. Attack stagger enemies more often. Okay. I mean, that seems helpful. What a weird little thing. I'm going to leave that right there, I think. So there is a safe haven up ahead, and it feels like there wouldn't be one if you couldn't need one. I can't heal or anything, so we may as well just go for it.
Ah, can't forget the dolls. Might need them again.
Really? I feel like I could forget the dolls. She's, I guess, right? Like, I don't know. It feels like we did such a weird supernatural thing there that maybe it would be wise to leave it in place once it has done its supernaturality, but Saga's a hoarder, so I get it. In most video games, I am too. Key to the cult stash at the stream in Cauldron Lake. Okay, so this is not that. This is a different kind of stash. So stream side, okay, it's going to be up ahead somewhere, and presumably we'll be able to find a key for this as well. Come on. Oh, this is also locked. Crap. Well, without bullets, I definitely feel like we have to just be careful and patient here. So I'm going to need to get past... That container is not marked with a lock, but that's... The light went out. Cool. Is it because I didn't F on it? Maybe. Well, let's keep moving. Nope, this doesn't actually go anywhere. Alright. Can we find the cult stash box that should theoretically be around here somewhere, maybe? Because that could have bullets in it. Yes, you're prowling. Very good. Are they still following me? No, it seems like, unless they are specifically provoked, they seem to have a pretty narrow wander range. So this will be up the hill toward the rest of the thing, which is not really what I want to be doing. I want to be checking out like the Witchfinder station and that private cabin. So let's head down the water this way a little bit. Keep looking out for... Aha. Cool, I guess. So this symbol probably means stash, right? I took it too literally. It was like up there. +2?
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves.
Okay, and you want to follow the numbers as they increment, I guess? To
Wonder
actually
what's
find
inside.
it? Rock, tree.
I should take a look around for a way
Are
to
you
open
bright
this
enough?
thing.
Oh, okay. No, the reason there are numbers around is because combination lock. So rock, tree. It looked like a rock, tree. So this rock is 3 + 3. The tree is 6 + 2. And the other rock I took for just like scrawling. But it's actually supposed to be a 7 -2. See, I thought this was all one symbol. I was just like, oh, that's the abstract symbol they used to be in stashes. So, okay, it's 5, it's either 5, 6, 8 or 6, 5, 8. It's not clear which rock is first. I think I accidentally put my flashlight away. There we go. Are you one of us or one of them? Well, hopefully they haven't figured out how to read and operate locks yet. That's pretty handy. Great big healing item. Okay, yes, I have discovered the flashlight key. But this was not the thing that we have a key for, because that is not opened with a key. So that's interesting. All right. Back to that private cabin, if we can find a way in. Could I run past this? Or does this... No, this ledge... Oh, yeah, okay. This leads right back up. Okay, can we get up to the cabin this way? Yes, we can. Cool. This is probably useful.
Another one of those rhymes.
Interesting. A mother crow sits in her nest, guarding her babies, doing her best to protect her home from the beast coming to feast. But only a hero brave of heart can keep the two apart. So, a mother crow sits in her nest. I mean, this is a kind of nest. But we're going to need another doll, I'm assuming. Or another 2 dolls, perhaps. It's weird that I can't, like, pick up and look at any of these files. Because, like, those would seem to be things of some significant import. A little bit of Dead by Daylight there, I suppose. I guess it makes sense as a point of mechanical reference. Ah, the safe room. Rad. Extremely rad. Guests. Miriam and Matt, thanks for a lovely hike. Patty came down from NYC and loved every minute of the trip. Lori and Bob, these paths have seen better days. Okay, this doesn't seem significant. Camping do's and don'ts from your friendly park ranger. Do hike and enjoy the scenery. Set up your tent, enjoy a nice meal, and relax. Don't chop down trees, leave your trash behind, start a forest fire. Yeah, okay, this, I don't think these were really left for us. Hey, that looks like it's for me, though. Love a good manuscript page.
Children in Bright Falls all grew up hearing stories about the cult of the tree. Feral maniacs living in the woods. Satanists chanting, "We watch in the night," as they perform blood sacrifices in the forests. Or things not quite human lurking in the dark. There were many versions of the story, but they all shared one important element. Danger in the dark, in the woods. Somewhere among all the urban legends lay a secret truth. The real identity of the cultists prowling in the woods. Real faces hid behind the masks. Real hands held the knives. Real people fulfilling a grim purpose. The forest was not safe. People were right to keep their children away from the trees.
I don't know if Alan is really apprehending this correctly. Although I guess maybe he's the one who decides what correct is, given his, super magic powers and everything. Okay. Earned ourselves a save and a little bit of downtime. Did not find another doll in here like I was thinking we probably would. Well. Oh, okay. got too close and disturbed the objects overlaying the other objects, and now everything's gone to hell. Yeah, interesting. I really assumed we were going to use more dolls for this, and like the fact that she said dolls plural last time really made me think that there was going to be more. So what do we have? An eye? I guess a nest is in a tree, but also the babies are in the nest, guarding her babies, doing her best to protect her home from the beast coming to feast. Only a hero, brave of heart, can keep the two apart. Yeah, it feels to me like we need more dolls. Maybe we have yet to find them. All right, we're gonna bounce. Right now, I want to go over to that other building before we spend too much time worrying about this. So, don't break left at the fork. Okay. It's right up here, right? From Alaska to British Columbia, Washington, Oregon, and all the way down to California, the Pacific Northwest area spans over a diverse range. Here you will find 59 threatened or endangered species of plants and animals, including the mighty orca and wild gray wolves. The Pacific Northwest region's ecosystems are wonderfully diverse. They include mountain areas like the Cascades and Olympic Ranges, as well as the dense forests around them. In the west, there are several islands and dry desert plateaus cover the east. Some of the most common wildlife calling the Pacific Northwest their home are robins and seagulls, squirrels and otters, cougars and deer, just animals, just all the animals. Okay, truly a nature lover's paradise. Not a bit of it. Game-specific or relevant information. Alright, let's have a look at Witchfinder Station. Boy, Saga is looking and moving as though she expects to encounter combat at any moment, and it's making me nervous. Okay, here we have another nursery rhyme.
There's a rhyme over here.
The hero brave and strong left home to right a wrong. From the woods came the wolf so greedy and hungry that he ate what he found in the house without a host. The hero returned to find she'd lost the thing she loved the most. Yeah. Alright, well here's hoping we're gonna find some... Like a hero and a beast doll would be lovely, right? I'm a little surprised that those taken people that we encountered down by the stream seem to have just completely fucked off. I was really expecting them to continue harrying us as we move through the area. More of those weird painted, like, Easter egg rocks. We'll go inside in just a moment. No thank you on the jumping down. Okay, I guess there's not really a reason to come out here. It feels like a path that's going to lead you to a little scene, right? All right, well, let's just try going inside. Deer heads are always so creepy. Also pretty creepy, actually. Fucking off-brand Bullwinkle doll just Blair Witching it over here. Why is there a rubber duck in the middle of the You know what? Close that door. Okay, I didn't think there was anything behind it, but this way nothing's coming in behind us without us at least hearing it. How is this computer monitor on? I guess the power's on and just everything's turned off?
Rest easy, buddy.
Imagine putting your gun down to do that on purpose in this place. All right, closing this door for the same reason. Cauldron Lake closed. Slinky, the world's cutest cat. I do love developers sneaking their love for their pets into the game. That's very heartwarming. Huh. Another one of those. Oh, hell yes. Oh, but let's put them in the gun immediately. North American folklore. It's a weirdly neutral title for a book that is not nearly large enough to contain the subject it's covering. All right, who's ready for something good and creepy to happen? Thing is, if I keep talking about it and doing shtick, then I get less scared. And you only get somewhat annoyed. It's really a perfect trade-off. Why are there so many fucking video cameras set up everywhere? This is weird, right? I'm not the only person who thinks this is weird. What is this? Federal Bureau of Control, confidential. Okay, because something is happening here. Research into the reality-altering effects discovered in the Cauldron Lake area utilizing fiction and art as a source and then manifesting the results into existence. The FBC's intent in this research project is to experiment with nursery rhymes, hereinafter referred to as fiction, capital F, in an attempt to recreate the conditions under which the writing would become reality. The hypothesis is that there are two ways in which fiction affects reality, either by reflecting events that have come to pass but that are not known to their later creator, whose act of creation therefore becomes the catalyst for these past events, after which they serve as the source of their own inspiration, or by the fiction itself being the initiating force in its present timeline, using the creator as a conduit. In the experiment, we will create nursery rhyme texts with a specific function, and then use the depicted dolls and symbols as needed via a careful testing process with the purpose of the story told in the fiction manifesting in real life. A variety of combinations involving the dolls, symbols, and rhymes will be tested in order to collect large amounts of data with the hope that a pattern will appear. This absolutely does explain all the video cameras. Methods will be adjusted in the testing based on these results. Okay. A lot of contact with the Federal Bureau of Control here. I have to say, I don't remember exactly from the Alan Wake expansion for Control how well understood Alan Wake and Cauldron Lake's whole thing was. I remember that Hartman was there. Like, mostly what I'm wondering about is how familiar the FBC is with the Thomas Zane part of the story, and whether Thomas Zane wrote Alan Wake into existence to further his plot, or whether Alan Wake wrote Thomas Zane into existence to further his plot, or whether, as the game kind of implies, both of those things are true. Aha, more doll. Cool. There we go. That is what I thought we needed. Subject, test sites in Cauldron Lake. Okay, just the three of them. Oh, Witchfinder Station has two arrangements, though. Interesting. Oh, I guess this is one right here. Right, because the camera's aimed at it. But it's not actually interactable? Yeah, I guess this doesn't count. This is just them capturing some childhood play in case something spontaneously emerges. That kind of looks like, I mean, it's definitely paper. It says Federal Bureau of Control on it. But I guess we're just not interacting with that one. Hold on. 2547. Okay. Don't do this. Okay. From Dr. Campbell to Dr. Marmont. Experimentation update. It is such a, like, I know at this point it's such a thing that it's even a cliche to talk about it. But, like, what is even the point of a password if you just fucking sticky note the... All right. Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont, the other one. Here is the promised update on the project's first experimentations. Test items used were plastic animal figurines, teddy bears, toy cars, and baby dolls. The iconographic nature of the test items was hypothesized to be beneficial for these research purposes, but test results are negative. I will continue testing with more advanced items and scenarios. Dr. Eugene Campbell. Given the paperwork that we saw in the Bureau during Control, I would expect you would want to test with less advanced items because you want to reduce them to sort of like the simplest archetypal representation, right? Project Nursery Rhymes. I have received your favorable review of my project proposal. Thank you. I need not remind you that my academic as well as recreational expertise in mythology, folklore, and writing will indeed lend the needed credibility to the project in both leading it and creating the testing material. Okay. Well, we have a pretty good idea of what's going on around here now. I appreciate that. I guess let's recreate some of these tests. I am so pleased with how much Bureau of Control stuff there is here. Okay, so hero left home. From the woods came the wolf. He ate what he found in the house without a host. The hero returned to find she'd lost the thing she loved most. So in the woods there was a wolf. The hero returns to find. Does the eye represent find? No, what the hero loved most is candy.
That's not right.
The boat could be the hero returning.
I have a weird feeling something's changed.
It's pretty squishy. They're pretty squishy,
What is this?
like, ideas. Wait, no, what is? Hold on. Let's pull up this Nursery Rhymes case real quick here.
Creepy dolls. Mysterious rhymes. No weirder than anything else going on, I guess.
Okay, we have so many things. A dark substance appeared when the rhyme was completed. Okay, well, that's the thing that happened at one of the Cauldron Lake rhymes. Rhyme found outside Cauldron Lake Ranger cabin. Strange dolls. Do we have a file for the crow doll? Here we go. Okay, so apparently there are quite a lot of dolls over the course of the lot of these. Reenacting the rhyme made the government change. Yeah, but I just want to do like the rhymes themselves that we have discovered. Found a strange rhyme on a sheet of paper. Is this not the right thing? It feels like that would attach to... I guess this is more generally... Because it's not a reference to a... It is a reference to a specific one, but...
Think, Saga.
I guess this attaches to here. This is really more of a why, but I get the what are these is in some way a question about why. All right, all this FBC documentation is going to go down here. No? Are you sure? Because that seems like that's where that goes.
The FBC is definitely playing with things they don't fully understand.
It's sort of their whole deal.
And that always goes well.
Research to see if nursery rhymes have the power to affect the future. Weird. I don't know. So once this has paper under it, that means we've got enough to have some understanding, but it doesn't mean that all of the things are attached to it. Yeah, and then there's just this FPC file listing test sites in Cauldron Lake. Well, I guess that attaches to the Cauldron Lake crimes. What am I doing? That makes sense. Okay. It looks like a trail. Does it want me to follow? Is that what happened? Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Let me grab my dolls. There are, in fact,
Okay,
paw
then.
prints. Going even through the door that I carefully closed. Okay.
Another charm for my bracelet.
What's this one do? Saves you from death. Oh, it's an extra life. We might hold on to that. It probably, it'll probably give you like an extra bit of a push on a challenge you're having a really hard time with, but I don't know that we want to have it equipped for general use when in situations when it would be easy enough to just like take the death and reload, right? So it said there were supposed to be 2 setups around here. What is this?
An overlap of the dark place needed a push from both directions to manifest itself. Reality in our world eroded by repeated dark lore tied to a location. And a counterpoint. A work of art, a horror narrative crafted in the depths of the dark place, connecting to the story on the other side to reach out through the weakened veil. A story of a lawman whose heart was cut out of his chest. 2 corrupt men killed by their own twisted ambition. A haunted old woman drowned in a bathtub. Twisted reflections on the other side of the mirror. Arcs stabbing through realities, amplifying the influence of the dark place. These elements working in conjunction made a trickle that became a torrent, a wormhole, a vortex, and the art, the map, became the nightmare territory where the dark place encroached on our reality, a blanket over it, where they all overlapped, causing reality to twist and loop like a bad dream, remolding anything and anyone within its dark horror design.
Not really a lot of new information in that one. All right, so where is this other setup supposed to have been? I mean, we can go back to the private cabin and hit that one at least. Yeah, I don't know.
We've reached the car, Anderson. How's it going down there?
I think I'm done here.
Weird.
I'll meet you at the parking lot.
Just very
Lunchbox
fucking
again.
weird. Ah, here we go. Well,
Who's
no, this
leaving
is
these out here?
this is not that, but it is something. Okay, quite a few fragments. Obviously, you're going to succeed, or else you wouldn't be the hero. Duh. Okay. That logic makes sense to me. Oh, I guess you know what we had other case stuff to do here as well.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
Okay, we're feeling awfully confident that we actually killed Nightingale. I don't know that I feel so confident. Why did it put me all the way in the corner over here? That's so weird. Jeez, okay. There's 8 of these just around Cauldron Lake. Okay. Just looking for any place that another doll setup might be. Not that we necessarily, need to get every charm in the universe, but it is interesting stuff. Really? I'm not allowed to just, run down here? Classic video game character selective paralysis. All right, well, let's run back over to the private cabin, at least, and hit the setup there now that we have the 3 dolls that are necessary for it. Something going on up there. Very interesting. Okay, so Mother Crow sits in her nest, guarding her babies to protect her home from the beast coming to feast, but only a hero brave of heart can keep the two apart. So if we're she's guarding her babies, and here's the hero with his heart, then that means the wolf is over here. I mean, I hear dog and bird. I don't actually see what changed. Do I need to step out here and... Because it sounds like the wolf is out here.
Can't forget the dolls.
I don't
Might
intend
need
to.
them again.
Huh. I don't know. I'm not sure what's different now. I suspect we're going to find it. Come on, get under there. Suspect we're going to find out. Let me grab my dolls. I was a little afraid to remove them before we had sort of processed whatever happened. Like that might break the spell, but guess not. Huh.
Another charm. Good thing Logan made me this bracelet.
Running, running, running. Just make it back to the safe haven. Worry about the big dog later. All right, let's get back here. Use this as an opportunity to look at the Kalevala Knight's charm. Increases hand flares, duration, and area of effect. Well, I guess. Okay. Now just take the car back to Bright Falls. No big deal. So we want to follow the stream to here, and then that feels doable. And just keep an eye out and also ear out for the dog, who is going to attempt to harm us. Although it does, again, seem like maybe we've already evaded it. Maybe it's lost its interest. It stuck to us a lot better the first time, it feels like. Okay, here we go. And this is the general store, which means that from here we're like pretty close, right? Run up there past the FBC station, or I mean, there are points of interest marked over there. There are points of interest marked inside the general store as well. Stuff that I just didn't see, I guess, when I was in here earlier. Like a guitar, perhaps. Is this a point of interest? How close am I to this point of interest? Thank you for shopping here. I mean, it seems like one of them is behind the counter. Although, that's curious, but I don't know. The word interest is maybe being misused here. These don't have anything written on them. This does, but I don't forget to update code. I can't make out what it says above that. Oh, that is a point of interest. Check with Lady Fortuna at the counter. I mean, can I just fucking smash the glass? I have so many objects. Oh, also, hello. Yeah, also a point of interest. I'm glad I came over here and checked. Damn. Okay, now I'm allowed to zoom in on this. So these are all scratched off. Lotto Washington, 05, 13, 17, 23. Okay, so they're just using the, yeah. So 739 then, we would expect. Probably, given that the last one is crossed off. Okay, that feels like it would have been very skippable. You can quick slot weapons from the inventory. You can also quick slot healables. And really, how does that... Ah. Okay, I see. I mean, yes, equip, but also... Quick slot number 2... It feels like quick slotting healing items is kind of... Because you're going to use them and run out of them, right? But whatever. Feels less useful. I guess I probably want my pistol equipped. Unless we run into something real dangerous. Okay. So that wiped out that point of interest. Yeah, I guess let's turn around and go back this way. Was I supposed to have seen that when we were in the store initially? Probably, right? And I just fully didn't notice it. Are we around the spot yet? Okay. Go left here. Can't miss it. This map is maybe a little bit too helpful, but also it turns out I do need the help, so. Ah, more of these little eggs, which means...
There's another lunchbox.
Yep. My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Not sure where the tough get going to, but maybe you'd find it inspiring. Yeah, I mean... Sort of. I find the resources that I have gained from it inspiring. Speaking of which, actually, let's jump in here real quick. First of all, let's go ahead and attach that. May as well. We did get another one of these. Oh, sorry, right. The top one is the dolls here. There we go. Cauldron Lake Rhyme. There are 2 more. But also what I was really coming in here for was this. Increases reload speed, deals increased damage to enemies that are stunned, blinded, or knocked down. Ooh, kill an enemy to restore health. That seems like a thing potentially worth saving for. Pistol upgrades. We actually could afford a couple of them, but I kind of feel like that shotgun thing seems maybe very, very good. Let's hold off on spending for the moment. And then in theory, this way leads around to the, that still says point of interest. Did I miss something about it? Maybe I didn't pick up everything? We had definitely looked at this before. Wasn't really interesting the first time. I don't know. Seems like we got it. I'm just gonna move on. So we want to be going to like down and then up this bony-legged path here to another thing that I missed. I wonder if it only fills in the points of interest if you get like within a certain distance of them without noticing them, or if they are always highlighted no matter what. We did read the Mirror Peak sign. Is that it? Is that what the point of interest was? Yes, totally. It was just read these signs. Okay, so it's not actually directing us to the lunchboxes. It was directing us to the signs. And I arguably more or less found the lunchbox by myself, kind of. Except, you know, having been specifically directed to look in the area that it is in. Okay. Back to the parking lot. Hey, you remember our partner, Alex Casey? Whatever happened to that guy? Great news, I'm still alive somehow.
You ready to go?
Just like absolutely the readiest. So ready.
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
Hey, Mom. Before you say anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay. Dad, it's Mom.
Don't worry, hun. Logan slipped in the shower and bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But what about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you need a hint, my years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Love you, Dave.
Love you too, honey. Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now.
That's a nice, pleasant little moment of downtime. Oh, and then the game hard crashed. That's fun. Okay, well, this seems like as good a time as any, I suppose, to to just call it here. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we will recover from that nonsense and see where all of this Alan Wake business is going. And we'll see you then.